my dog.
Look at that one.
Watch my back, please. Hey, where am I? Where am I? I'll show you some beautifulness. Ready?
I didn't want to take it up if you go in the store, then you have to have
Hey, what's up, Emma Churchman? How you doing, girl? Woo! I just wanted to hop on a live, and I'm gonna show you where I am. Give you a little glimpse of my beautiful. Look at that! Wow! Yeah. Got a little live music going. So, I'm gonna get somewhere a little quiet, tell my little story, see who else is gonna jump on the live. So it's me, Lisa Concepcion, Love Life Coach, Love Life Transformation Coach, Strategist, and now, evidently, morning radio personality on 1210 The Man here in South Florida. I'm gonna give you, you're gonna hear birds, you're gonna hear nature, you're gonna see boats, you're gonna see all kinds of stuff. Right now, I am in Isla Morada, or as the gringos say, Isla Morada. I can't even say it. And I'm in the Keys. I basically manifested a little trip to the Keys, and I'm gonna walk with you a little bit, get someplace a little nice and quiet, so I can tell my little story about how I manifested a morning radio show, talk show, how I also manifested this beautiful trip, little weekend jaunt to the Keys, and also the things that I want to manifest, and that being in an environment like this, little cocktail, little Bahama Mama for my soul, chilling out, gorgeous weather. I mean, look at this sky. Can't get any bluer than that. Beautiful, beautiful weather. And how being here, so it's almost like using one manifestation to like get to the next and the next, and you just hop along like a little frog from lily pad to lily pad. So I'm going to begin with number one. Long time ago, I'm talking maybe me being around 11 years old in my room as a little girl, pretending that I was a DJ on Z100. I think I was probably like 13. I was more around 13 years old. And I'd go in my room and and I would pretend that I was a radio show host on Z100, which was like the most popular radio station in New York City and the New York surrounding area. And I would have the big boom box, and I would talk into it being like, I'm Lisa, and you're listening to Z100, and I'd pretend that I was the one bringing on the new music. And I would play it back and listen to it, and it just was so fun to me. It came so naturally to me. And I was always told that the thing that we would do when we were little is really the thing that we should be doing with our life. And for me, that was always, talking and being either on TV or on the radio or on stage, just talking and philosophizing and just being with people and elevating them. And that always came like supernaturally to me. So fast forward a bunch of years, now comes the world of social media, and I started to put content out, and people through the content's like, oh my God, you're hilarious, you should have a radio show, you should have a radio show, you should be on TV, you should be like out there somehow in the media. And I always said, I agree, I totally agree. And I would always like laugh at that. I'd always say, okay, maybe that's gonna happen, let's see how that can come to be. And so about a year and a half ago, I was at a place in Miami called The Wharf. And when I walked in, I saw my friend Tony, who owns The Wharf. It's this really cool outdoor bar and eatery, and it's like a hot spot here in downtown, in Miami, Brickell area, Miami. And Tony said, hey, there's someone here that you should meet. And so he introduced me to this guy, Jim Rodriguez. Jim Rodriguez is a radio personality here in South Florida. I started to talk to Jim, and Jim said to me, hey Lisa, let me grab your card. You never know, I can put you on the air or something. Cool. I gave him my card. We chatted for a few more minutes. I went away. On with my life I went. And Jim took my card and went on with his merry life. And wouldn't you know that months and months and months and months and months later, another person who knows Jim asked Jim if he knew somebody in South Florida who could come on a radio show that he was planning, a new station called 1210 The Man, that would be different types of programming of entertainment, pop culture, sports, politics, traffic, weather, current events, all kinds of stuff rolled up into one, but serving men, serving them, elevating them, helping them feel powerful and confident and peaceful. And so Jim immediately said, you know what? I know your girl. You got to talk to this girl, Lisa Concepcion. I've been following her on social media. I met her about a year ago. I have her card. Here, take her card and look her up. Jim passes my card along to Orlando, who's now the station manager for 1210 The Man. And I get this random text from Orlando saying, hey Lisa, Jim Rodriguez gave me your contact info, and I'd love to tell you about a project we're working on, new radio station, and we're launching a morning show, and we'd love to have a girl on with opinions, not afraid to mix it up with guys and talk about current events, pop culture. I was like, this is awesome, sure. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go and check this out and see what this is about. I met with Orlando, we hit it off amazing, and I said, wow, what an amazing opportunity to get exposure doing what I always wanted to do as a little girl, being on the radio. And from that high vibe, high flying place, the hope is that people will hear me on the radio. They'll listen to me as a love coach, because they're calling me Lisa the Love Coach on the radio. And they'll want to know more about me, and they'll hear something that I say and say, wow, you know, maybe this girl can help me with my marriage or help me find somebody great to be with in a relationship. And so one thing connects to another. But the key thing with this is, few things to make note of is, first, I wasn't really connected to the outcome. I just kind of threw it out to the universe. I was like, yeah, I would love to be on the radio. I think that'd be fun. And I came at it from a place of fun. It wasn't like, how is this going to work? When is it going to work? I wasn't very attached. I just kind of like, yeah, that would be a cool thing to do. And in the meanwhile, I'm just going to go out and like live my life and do my thing and let the universe worry about who has to talk to who to make this happen. There wasn't even a radio show that existed like this a year ago. Like, it all just had to happen. It all had to come together so that I can be a part of it. And that person had to remember me and our interaction and the fact that he had my business card and just all these different components had to come together for it to happen. So now, how does that bring me to Isla Morada? Well, last week, Mr. S received word that he got a new job. And he was super excited about it, and he had like 2 weeks in between to hang out and be in that like limbo. Oh, hi puppy. Look at this. Hi. Oh, you're giving it a shake. So he had time in between jobs to like hang out and just kind of decompress as you gear up from one job onto another. And one of the things that he said he wanted to do was like, you know, do some day trips, go out, maybe perhaps travel to see his family again before, you know, he's bogged down with the new job and everything. And he ended up hanging out with his brother this week who came down, but then Mr. S caught a cold. He got like really kind of fluish and sick for like 3 days, and he had planned to go home. But then he was like, you know what, I can't go home because I'm feeling like crap and I don't want to fly in the germ tube. So he decided to stay here, and he said, oh, you know what, since we couldn't go to the open on Wednesday because he was sick, he was like, why don't we go away for a day trip, you know, a little overnighter down to the Keys. And so here I am at the Keys, and I had no idea any of this was going on in his brain. And for the longest time, I've been saying, I want to get the hell out of South Beach. I just need a break. I want to be where it's quiet and I can hear the birds and just chill and like listen to the water and be like just where it's not so noisy, no car alarms and noise, and this is just so peaceful, and you hear the birds and nature, and I got my Bahama Mama, and it's going down so nice on the Facebook Live. So there are a few lessons that I learned, at least in this level of manifestation, and one, for anything that you want to manifest, which is whether it's money or a relationship or a new job opportunity, once you ask for it, right? Once you decide that this is a thing that you want, the universe already hears it. So you don't have to keep asking. You don't have to keep fixating on it. It's already done. It's as good as done. The bigger part of you already has it. What your job is, alignment. And this is where it gets really tricky. How do I align with the thing that I want? Becomes the question. And the answer is by feeling great. By doing things that elevate your vibe, put you in a high vibe, peaceful, harmonious, joyous place. And from there, you have faith and trust that the universe is just conjuring up all the components to serve up exactly what you want. I didn't know that this guy had my business card still. I didn't know that a radio show was going to be created with a perfect topic, the perfect people to have me be a part of it so that I can deliver my perfect message at the right time for the right people to hear. All of that wasn't for me to create. I mean, look, there's some stuff that we can create and certain actions that we can take. And then the rest has to be left up to the universe, right? You got to have faith and trust that there's something bigger pulling the strings. So with that, I encourage you guys to make how you feel top priority. So I'm enjoying a cocktail. I have beautiful boats behind me. Let's see if I can show you. Whoa, show you this. Pan around a little bit. See, there's more all behind me. It's just lovely here. It's a marina. We're having some little like cocktails and some delicious shrimp. Oh my God, I just ate shrimp that was wrapped in bacon. That definitely put me into my vortex. Let me tell you, food puts me into the vortex, and sunshine, which is like beating down on me, and it's beautiful, and it's, what a great, beautiful day. Glorious, glorious. And then just bang the drum of like how appreciative and how freaking awesome, like whatever you're doing, petting your dog, hanging out with your grandchildren, you know, seeing a ball game and your team's winning, like whatever it is that puts you in that high flying place, know that when you are at that place of feeling great, the universe is paying attention and cooking up all the good juju that you need to get the things that you want. So fun when that happens. Then you could just delight in all the fun manifestations that come from there. So that's my message. I wish you happy manifestating, and also be happy along the journey, right? Be happy along the journey, because like once you say you want something, sometimes it's like, oh, I want this thing and it's so big and it's so like impossible, and you get like really weighted with it. But you don't have to. Just say like, look, I want this thing, and if I want it, it means I can have it. So I'm not going to worry about how it's going to happen. I'm just going to hang out, have a high vibe, eat something delicious, hang out with fun people, love life, and just have faith that whatever it is I want, I'm worthy of it. So allow it in. There you go. So this is Lisa Concepcion, Love Life Coach. You can find me at LoveQuestCoaching.com. And if you want to manifest greatness in your life, DM me. We'll get on a call together, and I'll share some uplifting insights and little tips and hacks and things that maybe can help you manifest whatever it is that you want for you. So, yeah, this is it. I'm signing off from Isla Morada, a.k.a. Isla Morada. And it's a gorgeous day in, what are we? We're almost April. It's still March. Still my birthday month. Anyway, happy birthday, happy birthday to me. And great weekend to everybody out there. Much love. Bye.